to EasyAccess Math. Today, we're going to solve for a variable, also known as solving linear equations. And I put up a rather complex one that you're going to need to work on before we even start. Now, first I need to do some distributive multiplication. And so I'm going to distribute, let me use green for this, the 9 to the q and the 9 to the 3, giving me 9q plus 27. Bring down that equal sign. And I will do the same to this side with the 5q and the 7, and that gives me 5 to q multiplies 5q. They just come together. And 5 times 7 is plus 35. Now that was just a preliminary setup. Now what I'm going to do is I am going to move all my number of letter combinations to one side. And my plain old numbers I'm going to move to the other side. Now in an equation, it really doesn't matter which side you move your number of letter combinations and which side you move your plain old numbers. But when you get to inequalities, which is greater than and less than, you want your letters here. So I'm going to get into the habit of putting my letters on this side. So what I'm going to do is subtract 5q from both sides. And that gives me 4q plus 27 equals positive 35. And since I moved my number letters to that side, then I'm going to move my plain old numbers to this side by subtracting, doing the opposite. 27 from both sides. Okay? And so that leaves me with 4q on this side equals 35 take away 27 is 8. I divide both sides by 4, and I get q, because the 4's cancel, equals 8 divided by 4 is 2. Now, that's how you solve an equation algebraically. I could also use substitution. Substitution's a very good trick to use and very helpful, and also good as a check, because you often get choices on a multiple choice test. Well, now I know it's 2, that's what it worked out, but let me use substitution to check. If I replace the q with 2 in the equation, and I replace it over here with 2, doing my order of operations, 2 plus 3 is 5. 9 times this 5 is 45 on this side of the equal sign. Let's see if I get 45 here, then I'll know 2 is the right answer. 2 plus 7 is 9. 5 times 9, well, what do you know? It's 45. It balanced, that's my check. When I tested out the 2, it was the right answer. So I could have done that using substitution. A good trick on a multiple choice test if you forget the algebraic method. And that's how you solve a linear equation or solve for a variable.